this is Bella Mingey, and I'm sitting down with another big fan of the TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So there's been a lot of controversy about the Kardashians. A lot of people think that, they're just on social media and have their TV show to look pretty and that they don't really do anything for society. And there's been a lot of controversy with especially their TV show and how their younger sisters, the Jenners, have also been doing the exact same thing. Whether Kylie Jenner has her huge makeup line and Kendall Jenner models, a lot of people think they just really don't contribute anything to help future generations that we have going on in society today. So, what do you think? Why do you think there's so much controversy about the Keeping Up with the Kardashians TV show?
I think a lot of people just have this idea that, like you kind of mentioned, that, like it's just pure reality TV and that, you know, um, they're not self made, like Kylie Jenner, for example, when she talked about several times how her makeup line basically just, changed her whole world, and she did it for a reason. Like, she worked hard to get there, and she ended up being Forbes' youngest billionaire because of it, and it got so successful so quickly. I think people just have like this wrong idea that it's just like drinking and partying, when it's so much more. Like, they're all businesswomen, all successful, with different lines. Like, Kim has her own makeup line, Kylie, of course, and then Kendall, who's actually one of the biggest models in the world. She's like going all over the country, and
I think they've definitely like progressed too, just because like in their earlier seasons, like season 1 and season 2, especially Kim Kardashian is a lot more snottier,
yeah,
and not as family oriented as she is in season, I believe it's 14 or 15, when she starts putting her children on screen.
Yeah, they're very they you can tell too how much like family is important to them. I think the first couple seasons, I can see why people would say that, because I think it was just for pure entertainment, but as they got more popular, they became more successful and started to open more businesses, and took off from there. So I think they've come a long way.
So, what are some of Kim Kardashian's accomplishments that they show on Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
I know as of recently she's becoming a lawyer, or she's going to school to become a lawyer, and I've watched a few episodes, where she, when she isn't dealing with her kids or her businesses and stuff, she's studying law, and trying to follow in her father's footsteps, which I heard a lot of people think as a joke, but she really wants to, I know she said, eventually not be known as Kim K. And
Yeah, she said on her most recent episode, I think this is season 16, her most recent episode, she said 10 years from now, I want to give up Kim K and be a lawyer like her dad.
exactly, yeah.
I also think in season 1 and 2, we realize that Kim shows us that she's a fashion. She helps like people pick out their clothes and stuff. And then as she gets more famous throughout multiple seasons, she develops her own makeup line, her own fragrances, her own Kimojis, her own video game.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
became so successful so fast. And I think too, when she finally settled down and married Kanye West too, that was a big game changer for her as well. She said that he was like a big style inspiration.
Yeah. What are some of Kourtney Kardashian's accomplishments at this scene on the TV show?
With Kourtney, I feel like one of the biggest ones is just her sense of like interior design. I know she's been in a lot of like I forgot the name of the magazine, but like the Home Digest one.
Architecture.
Yeah, the architecture. Yeah, that's it. And she's very particular with what paintings, what kind of furniture. So I think her sense of style and like.
Well, also in the last, I think it's the last season, the last 2 episodes, I believe, she goes to Capitol Hill over beauty products, and she's really like strict about what's going in beauty products and foods, and a lot of it is about children and how she wants to pass a law where, certain products shouldn't be in certain kids' foods, kids' hygiene
Yes.
products.
I know, like in the earlier seasons too, when Mason was born, you see that side of her, especially because she's very strict at what she's putting into her children's bodies, and even her own. I think even with like deodorant, she uses like a certain like organic one that doesn't have harsh chemicals,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
What are some of Khloe Kardashian's accomplishments that we see in the TV show? I think one of her big things is she was huge. It was through 2 seasons ago, like in the last couple episodes, she talks about how she just published her book.
Oh yes, that's right.
And then Cocktails with Khloe, her TV show, and Revenge Body, her other
Yes,
TV show. She's huge on fitness.
I feel like Khloe, I definitely see as the one who was like she just like made the biggest transformation with her body. If you even go back to the season 1 to the present, she's so motivated, and I see over social media her workouts are so intense, and her diet is very strict and healthy.
Well, her good American genes too. She's really big on
body positivity.
Exactly, making sure people, even plus size people, feel like, there's clothes out there for them.
Yeah, she's really concerned because, especially with women, a big thing is jeans and trying to fit into them. And with her good American jeans, she made them so if you have like a bigger like waist or hips and whatnot, you can find a jean that fits your whole body.
So what image do they portray on their show that you think is causing all these people to have such negative opinions, and what could they do better to show that they're contributing to society? Because I know on their show they do talk about how they take their kids' toys. Even on the most recent episode, they go to the less fortunate and give those kids toys from what their children have. I know they do a lot in, I think it was Haiti they went to.
Yeah, they do a lot of charity work. I know even like recently on social media I saw Cam was they hosted like a lemonade stand. I don't know if you saw that, for I think donated the money to charity, and they were doing it with their kids, and they gave away like free Yeezys and stuff, which are Kanye's shoe line.
And then they showed, it was last season, the last 2 episodes as well, Kim, Kanye, and their daughter North went to the Fight for Our Lives in Washington when all that school shootings was going down. So I think a lot of people have a misconception. They say, like, I understand within the first couple seasons you may think they're, brats and stuff like that. But recently, I would say the past 5 seasons, they've done a really good job at showing that they do a lot for humanity, a lot for charity, they do dedicate a lot to society, especially because they do have such a big platform. I think they use that platform to, donate their money or go give to the less fortunate or whatever.
Yeah.
Or they even, in their last season and last 2, like, I think it was like the 4th to last episode, they went to a really poor town in LA, and they literally worked with Nike and a bunch of other big companies to revamp this like learning center, the community learning center.
Yeah.
Because the kids had nowhere to play, nowhere to go, and it's where a bunch of shootings were, and they literally modernized it and were able to give kids a really good place to go to.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just a big problem with people, I think, is the cosmetic surgeries and stuff that the family went through. But even like Kylie Jenner, when she did get lip injections, she talked about it being her lips being one of the biggest insecurities of her life, and it was something when she got them done that motivated her to start her makeup business, and it ended up making her the world's youngest billionaire. So.
Yeah, she just made Forbes, was it 2018? 2018 she made the Forbes list.
I think people are just very quick to judge, and when I heard Kylie's story of like why she got them done and what she went through growing up, being in the media and having pictures taken of you 24/7 and wanting to know what you're doing, where you're doing it, who you're hanging with, and I think it's a valid reason for her decision. She's an adult and she can do what she wants to do, and I know she is an influencer, So that does have an impact on young girls and what they want to do, but she does put the message out, it's your own body, just take it day by day. And
Yeah, I think overall, I think people should just watch the seasons through and they'd get a better idea. The Kardashians, they definitely progressed through the years, and they definitely progressed, and the Kardashians are actually doing a lot for society today. So I believe that the controversy that comes up, a lot of people need to take a second look at keeping up with the Kardashians, see what they're doing to help, men, women, and children all
and
around the world.
hear their side of the story and not just go judge them right away from hearing, and also not believe everything you read, because the media puts out bizarre things and fake news all the time just to try and get a whirl out of people.
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend that people really give them a second chance, because they do a lot for our society today.